In this video, we are going to learn how to calculate force. This is a magic triangle that we are going to use to help us calculate it. Now remember, force is the strength exerted on an object, and we're going to measure it in newtons. And we label newtons as a capital N. So this man is pushing on the cart with a force of 5 newtons. Sometimes we have to calculate force in an equation, and that's where we're going to use our magic triangle. This right here is our magic triangle. Okay, our formula is force equals mass times acceleration. Force, whenever we're using this triangle, force always goes on top. And then we have mass on the bottom next to acceleration. Now think of math. When you have two numbers next to each other, you multiply. That's what we do in here. We're trying to find force, and we're going to use mass and acceleration to do it. And they're next to each other, so we're going to multiply them. Our problem. We have an object that weighs 5 kilograms, and it is accelerating at 5 meters per second squared. How much force is the person exerting on that object to make it move? Step 1. Write out the magic triangle. That's what we have right here. Our force is on top, then we have mass times acceleration. We also write the formula off to the side. Step 2. We already have step 1 done. That was drawing the triangle. Step 2. We're going to draw a blank triangle and fill in what we know. Our first thing is we're trying to find force. So our question mark will go where force goes. You can look at your other triangle to figure it out. Our mass is 5 kilograms. Mass goes on the bottom left. Our acceleration is 5 meters per second squared. That goes in our last empty box. Now we're going to multiply these numbers, so we're going to pull a multiplication sign right there. Now just to double check, our acceleration is 5 meters per second, and we put it in the right box. Our mass is 5 kilograms, which is right here, and we put our mass in the bottom left, which is where it goes. So we're doing good so far. Our next step, we have our numbers where they go, so we need to solve our problem. First things first, write out your formula. Force equals mass times acceleration. Now we need to look at our triangle and fill in our formula. Force is still our question mark. Our mass is 5 kilograms. Our acceleration is 5 meters per second squared. Now we need to multiply 5 times 5, which is 25. We are trying to find force, and we label force as newtons. So that is our final answer. Remember, first we drew the triangle, then we filled in the triangle, and then we started solving our problem. We wrote out our formula, we filled in our formula, and then we solved. That was 5 steps. Calculating force is a step-by-step concept. If you will follow these steps I just showed, you will get it right every time. Please take your time and follow the steps so we don't mess up. As always, if you get stuck, rewatch this video. Look to where your numbers plug in and take your time. You can do it. You can always do it.